Anarchist simply means I don't want rulers for myself, and there shouldn't be rulers for other, and that's it. So I think you have a fundamental misunderstanding of what government.
I don't have
What is your definition of
at all.
government?
Like when I wrote that to you, it was that I was just showing you how like stupid and funny it is. I'll tell you why anarchism is nonsense. That's why I said it was utopian.
Well, can you define anarchy for me before you give another example?
Sure, anarchy is the belief that there are no rulers, which means that you don't have the right or ability to rule over others. There's something called the non-aggression principle, which means that nobody should aggress on someone else without aggression. Right? Is that?
Well, no,
And then
anarchism is not a belief though. Statism is a belief. Statism is the belief that I have the
where is anarchism? Show me where a group of people exist that are
no,
functioning right
no,
now.
no. Let's just stick with the definition of anarchism and let's see if it holds water. Let's see if it holds
Is
moral
there
weight.
any anarchist in the world?
Hold on a second. Wait. See if you agree with this.
No, where is the anarchism?
Hold on a second. Do you agree that I don't have a higher claim over your life and property than you? Do you agree with that?
It doesn't. That matters at all.
No, it
Like,
does
what
matter
that
because the core of anarchy and the core of the term government has everything to do with this. So, do you believe anybody on this planet, any man, has a higher claim over your life and property than you?
I've no like you don't own property without force.
Did
So
they
that
have?
doesn't even.
No. Does anybody have the right to rule you and rob you and take your stuff without you having a say in it? Does anybody have that right?
You don't have stuff unless you can defend it. That's the entire purpose.
Do you?
I'm not going to give you an.
Do you own goats?
Yes.
Can a person come onto your property and steal your goats and you have no say in the matter?
Yes, that's why there's a government where I can get them arrested for theft.
No. Do they have the right to do that? Do they have the right?
Anyone can do anything they want. Everybody lives in a.
No, of course they can, but do they have a?
The question or no?
Did they
ask
have
me questions and then you cut me off?
Well, you're not answering the question though. There is no such thing as somebody who's got a higher claim over your personal life. They don't have a right to 1 second of your time. They don't have a right to 1 penny out of your pocket. Do you agree with that?
Brian, where does anarchy exist right now in any group of people in the world in all of human history?
In your home, in your own home. You deal with your family as an anarchist. You live your life as an anarchist. When you woke up this morning, you did not.
No rules in your home?
You did not.
No rules in your home?
I didn't say no rules. I said no rule. I didn't say no rules. I said no ruler. See, you demonstrate a fundamental misunderstanding of both terms, government and anarchy.
Are you a ruler over your children in your home? Yes or no?
Am I a ruler over the children in my home?
A 5-year-old in your home, are you a ruler or no? And at what age do they...
The question is from government is, do I rule them by force and violence and coercion? No, I don't. Let's keep it in context. You do not rule like government in your home. Therefore, you are an anarchist. Why? Because you reckon with reality and you embrace a moral system that statism does not embrace. Statism is fundamentally immoral. Anarchism is fundamentally...
Brian, stop. I'm on your show. You're going to ask me questions and we'll go back and forth. But you're not going to soapbox to me if I'm your guest. That's rude. Okay, and you guys don't understand boundaries or rules or laws or anything. Why don't you ask me what I think? I don't give a shit if you want to do this long tirade about how there are no rules and rulers. If a fucking gang of Armenians...
I didn't say that.
Shut the fuck up, Brian. If a gang of Armenians wants to take your house and you sit there and you go, but I don't have any, but you're not going to rule over me because you have no right to rule over me. Like, it's nonsense. Show me one area in the world where there is functional anarchy. It is utopian. Utopia means nowhere. Okay? And if you're going to lie to your audience and make them believe that there's a way to not have a government, not have a cartel, not have a gang, not have a collectivized agreement to keep pirates away from your property, to give you a sense of force, okay? You're full of shit. And that's why I'm asking you right now, where does anarchy exist out of 8.5 billion people in the world? Show me where it exists. And you say in your house. It doesn't exist in your house. You have no rulers in your house, and your house is only your house because of a deed given to you by a man with a gun. And if you don't understand that, you're lying to yourself. And I don't give a shit if you lie to yourself, but you have an audience and you retweet people and you spread shit and you have all your fear porn with the government kicking in your door and all that. And so I am here to tell your audience that there will always be a force. There will always be a coercive monopoly on force. Always and forever.
Is it right?
And if you want to
is that coercive? Is the coercive monopoly on force right? Is it moral? Is it just?
Is winter right? Is nighttime right? Is death right? Are you like that's nonsense?
You're ascribing morality to something like nighttime and daytime. I'm asking you, is it right for a man to try to rule another man against his will and without his consent? Yes or no? Is it right? Is it just? Is it
Brian,
moral?
I'll answer that question. As soon as you answer the question I've asked you 5 goddamn times, show me where there's anarchy in the world functioning.
In your house.
And don't say in your house, because your house is only yours because the government allows you to have it. And don't
wait. Say that again. That my house is only mine because the government allows me to have it. It's on the record. It's on the record, man.
That is on the record. You guys think that that's some own. You don't understand reality, man. Government falls like in Ukraine right now. A gang would take your ass. A cartel.
A gang more formidable than a U.S. government or Ukrainian government? Really?
The government is force. I'm not saying they're good.
So
it is what it is.
So you're not saying the government is good?
No.
Oh, okay. So the government is fundamentally immoral.
No, I didn't say that either.
Oh, really?
Government is a representation of the collective will of the people.
Really? It's not a representation of my will. So when you say, wait a second. Yeah, but it's a lie. We the people is a lie.
Ryan, consent to me finishing my sentence. All right? The thing about you anarchists is you don't respect boundaries at all. All right? Listen to what I'm saying before you then speak. You act very rude. And your audience is going to go, oh, Owen's triggered. Oh, I don't give a fuck. Those people, I'm talking to the people right now that are listening going, that is a point. Where is anarchy? It doesn't exist anywhere. I guess it's never been tried perfectly. Okay? And if you're going to just keep interrupting me, I don't even remember what we were just talking about. It's just like I'm making a point. You just go, yeah, but it's like, just let me finish. You're being a terrible host. Did your dog sit on your electric again?
You said let you finish. Are you finished?
No, I don't remember what I was talking about because you keep fucking interrupting me. You understand? Like, it's rude. I was making a point. You ask me a question, I start to answer the question, then you interrupt me. You do it over and over again. Where in the world is there anarchy? And don't say my house, because your house only exists because the government allows you to live in it.
And is that right?
What do you mean right? What does that mean, right?
Is it just? Is it moral? Is it in accordance with do to others what you would want done to you? Conversely, don't do to others what you wouldn't want done to you. Is that right?
Where in the world is there any groups of people that are functioning under your idea of anarchy? Since it's zero.
No, wait. You asked me a question. You got to give me a chance to answer it, Owen. It happens between your friends. You do not coerce. You do not manipulate. You do not force your friends to have a relationship with them. And you do not presume to allow them to have certain property. It wouldn't be right. That's why statism is a lie. It is a belief. It's a construct of belief that says that might makes right. And that's the argument you're making. Anarchism, on the other hand, is a way of life. It is not a belief. It's objectively provable. I don't have a higher claim over your life. You don't have a higher claim over my life. I'm not over you. You're not under me. Do you agree with that?
Do you know where your commerce, your electricity,
so you're not going to answer. You're not going to answer. I have to answer your questions, but you don't have to answer mine.
You haven't answered my goddamn question.
I did answer your question.
Nowhere in the world with anarchy between you and your friends. You are citizens of the United States. There is no group.
You're saying anarchy doesn't exist. In other words, you're saying peaceful, voluntary coexistence doesn't exist, because that's what anarchy is. You're asking me where it exists. I'm saying it happens with your family. It happens with your friends. It happens with. So you're interrupting me, Owen. You're saying, go ahead, man. Go ahead.
Where in the world does anarchy exist? Like a group of people, like where is there? Okay, I'll put it this way. Yes, I can meet you for tea and I won't steal your tea. And you don't have to be my friend. I'm not going to force you to be. No shit, Brian. Where in the world are people with ownership of their land or functioning without the coercive force of a government, a cartel, or a gang? Like, what population in the world does that exist?
That's not that is not the question. That is not the question. The question is coercive force right or wrong? That's the question. Is it right or wrong?
Define coercive force.
Forcing somebody to do something that they don't want to do. Taking money that they earned that they don't want taken.
It's their money.
Right, but it's taken by the government.
Use fiat currency, that's theirs. Why would they not be able to take it?
What are you talking about? I'm talking about there's a force that says if you don't give 40%, we're going to lock you up and throw you into a cage. That is that's immoral. That's immoral. Huh?
If you want to use the money, which you do every single day, you have to pay him for the service. Do you think that you have a right to the Federal Reserve's labor without paying them?
The Federal Reserve's labor? Are you kidding me? The Federal Reserve is
you won't answer yes or no. You're just going to start rambling again.
All money is a medium of exchange. All money is, no matter what form it takes, fiat currency, gold, silver, it is a representation of a person's time and laboring energies.
You live in a fantasy
world. Nobody has a rightful claim to your time and laboring energies, Owen. You're saying that they do.
You want to take the Federal Reserve's labor. They worked hard on that fucking money.
Okay.
I'm serious.
Okay.
Do you know what gives a dollar value? It's force. Every time you use a dollar, the world reserve currency is backing that dollar with the Navy, the Marines.
That's what I said in my last video.
No shit. So you use it every single day, right? So you are using the very instrument that is given your buying power. You buy your little eggs, you buy your little whatever you buy your socks. That dollar that you use is given its value because of violence and bombs and guns. And because of that, the blood on that money, you owe those motherfuckers 40%.
No,
and if you don't pay them, they'll put you in a little cage because that's what you deserve.
Oh, really? I deserve my money to be stolen from me. And
if you use their money that they kill tons of people to get, and you don't want to pay them for their service, you know how hard it is to kill a man overseas? And you're just going to use their dollars? That's the fucking gang, man. That's the cartel. And you're going to use the dollars to buy your coffee so you can have consensual conversations with your best buddies. Well, without that dollar, how are you going to get that coffee? You're going to get gold or silver. You're going to mine it yourself, Brian. Or are you going to pay the goddamn piper for the service that is provided to you through violence? And if you want to live in a fantasy world you have no right. You can use dollars every day of your life. You claim private property because of the American military. All right. And if you want to make these claims, pay the man 40%, or you go to a little cage because the Shylock deserves his flesh. If you want to live outside of that with gold and silver and you start doing all that shit, go ahead. But you're not going to do that because nobody lends money with silver and gold. Right? Oh, we got him on record. Everything I'm saying is a fact.
Is it okay if I talk now?
Go ahead, Brian.
Are you sure? Will you interrupt if I start talking again?
Some dude in my chat just said, this dude wants all the benefits and protections of the government without doing his part. Exactly. Am I going to interrupt? Brian, just talk.
Okay. The government the government is never effing with you. Never, ever. And you just testified that the government is a coercive, violent force. That's
me, and I won't let you do it. I never said the government isn't fucking with you, Brian. This is what you guys do all the time.
The government is never fucking with you. Never, ever.
I never said the government isn't fucking with you, Brian.
The government is never fucking with you. Never, ever.